So hello everyone, less than 25 days are left for your RBI Grade B Phase 1 examination. So therefore let us try to discuss today one of the most important analysis of all time, that is cutoff analysis for Phase 1 examination for RBI Grade B this year. Let's try to see what should be your target score and what also should be the overall cutoff for each of the year, which depends actually on various factors such as how much students have applied, then what was the difficulty of exam, and how much students have appeared, and more importantly how much vacancies are there. So based on that, let us see the overall cutoff for your Phase 1 examination. We all know the exam pattern also and a general understanding and strategy for Phase 1 examination. The general strategy being that most of the students believe that in Phase 1 they are going to score more in GA and English, and in reasoning and quant they are just going to clear the cutoff. Now this sounds to be very easy, but well said than actually done. Okay, so that is why let's try to look at the cutoff and let's try to see the reality that how one can actually score more in each of this section in RBI Grade B Phase 1 examination and also clear the respective cutoffs. So Phase 1 examination for each year 2017, 18, 19, 21, 22 and 23, your respective cutoffs have been written. Based on this cutoff analysis, you could see that GA in the year of 2017, the cutoff was 16, then it increased to 20, then it became again 16, 12 and now 12. So this shows you that as we know GA is of 80 marks. So considering that GA is of 80 marks, this cutoff which we are looking at, you should always target the cutoff not which is equal to this 12 or 20 marks. Because as GA is a scoring subject, we expect that student out of 80, they should target 30 marks at least. So therefore here I would say that you can keep a number of 30 in your mind when you are looking at GA. Now how to get these 30 marks or how to target 30 marks based on these cutoffs of previous year, that we will discuss of course in later stages. English, when we are talking about, the cutoff is almost sometimes 7 to 8 marks or now even in recent years 5 marks. Now as we know that English again has 30 marks, so here when we are talking about English, here you should always try to get more than 20 marks. So target 20 plus or 20 to 25 marks in English. Here again, like GA, English is also scoring. So both of these subjects you should be thinking about GA 30 plus marks, for English 20 plus marks. Now why we are keeping such a high targets? It's because don't forget we also have to clear overall cutoff also, which is the tally of these 4 subjects. When we come to quant, as we know that now the target becomes, as quant reasoning becoming more and more tougher these years. For quant, if you see the overall last 5 to 6 years cutoffs, these are ranging from 4 marks to 8 marks. So what I prefer is that here your target score and the questions which you are attempting for that target score, in quant you should always try to attempt either 10 questions or 8 questions. If your accuracy is good, definitely you should try to attempt, if your accuracy is good, you should try to attempt 8 questions, that is more than enough. But if you think that the question paper is tough, then even you can go for 10 questions. So 8 to 10 questions. Then for reasoning, when we are talking about, out of 60, 9 is the cutoff and it sometimes extends to 15 marks also. So considering that, I think most possible attempt for reasoning would be 15 or 18 questions. 15 or 18 questions you can definitely attempt so that you can clear the previous year cutoffs very easily. So these are all your target marks. For all of these target marks, you should attempt this much questions, right? So that's the most possible logic for you. So overall, when you look at the cutoffs, okay, here, the analysis tells you that, for example, 2017, 2018, 2019, in 2021, the exam pattern changed. So rather than concentrating on these last previous years, let us concentrate more on your latest years, that is 2023, 2022 and 2021. So you could see from 2021, 2022 and 2023, here the cutoff has actually reduced. Even for each of these subjects, the cutoff has surprisingly reduced. Overall cutoff also, if you see, that is addition of all of these subjects, whatever marks you will be getting. So you have to clear this individual sectional cutoffs also and overall cutoff also. In the year of 2021, it was 66, around 66, it became 63, and then it became 54. Now, if you look at the vacancies is not having that much impact on your cutoff. Rather, it is all upon the difficulty of exam. The difficulty of the exam and the total students who are appearing in exam, these are the two important crucial factors which are determining your cutoff. The overall analysis tells us that the difficulty of exam is increasing year after year. So from 2021 to 2023, you could see that the difficulty is actually increasing a lot in all the sections. It may be GA, English, Quant as well as reasoning. Let us try to now see how you can strategize for each of the section if this is the cutoff analysis and if the difficulty is going to be same. So try to understand, we are having almost how much minutes? Yes, 25 minutes in Quant, 30 questions are there for your Quant, and your target is, as I told you, if you inflate the target, why we are inflating the target? To attempt more questions. So here in section to section, sectional timing is there. So here you should target 10 to 15 questions if your accuracy is not that great. If you see, I have broken down the topics of Quant into two parts. First are the topics which are single statement based topics and easy to moderate topics. And then comes complicated topics which are very difficult. So for Quant, DI and some of the arithmetic related questions like profit and loss, time, work and speed, time, speed and distance, simple interest and compound interest are sometimes difficult also, and at the same time sometimes some arithmetic questions are easy also. Apart from that, simplification, number series, quadratic equation, percentage, ratio, these are also easy topics. Now your aim should be that whatever low hanging fruits are there, you should take them. Now what is a strategy in Quant to clear the cutoff? Either you choose one DI, for example, if you see the mark distribution for Quant for RBI Grade B phase 1 exam, you will understand that from DI there are 2 to 3 questions. One of the DI is moderate or easy in nature which can be solved. So our responsibility should be that we should definitely make that DI correct so that you get all your answers correct, because in one paragraph of DI at least 3 to 4 questions are there. Similarly, the same strategy can be done for all the students who know that which of the topics I am good at and which of the topics I need to improve. This is how you should definitely calibrate yourself based on the repeatability of these topics which have been given. If you look at these topics when I am talking about, so if I try to show you the mark distribution, this is the mark distribution for Quant. Here you will see data interpretation, 14 questions. It means that there were 3 questions in 2023 shift 1 and shift 2. 2 paragraphs were having 5 questions each, so 10, and one paragraph had 4 questions, which is 14. Similarly, difficult arithmetic 8, 12, 13, 10 questions you could see in the past years. Quadratic equation also good amount of questions are there. Number series also good amount of questions are there. Number systems also, now the questions are increasing, and simplification and approximation also. So this table tells you actually how to prepare for Quant. Similarly, when you are looking at reasoning, same thing is there. I have divided the topics. First are the low hanging fruits or simple statement based question, alphanumeric series, coding, decoding, syllogism, inequality, blood relation, and then comes puzzles, critical reasoning or logical reasoning, sitting arrangement. These are the questions with multiple variable. There is a high chance that these questions may definitely will require more time also, and these would be complex in nature. In reasoning also, try to attempt the questions in such a way as in reasoning 60 questions are there and you are having 45 minutes of time. First you should try to solve the low hanging fruits or easy questions. So go for these easy questions first, and then you can, for the rest of the time, you can go for your puzzles, critical reasoning and complicated questions. If I show you the overall mark distribution for reasoning, this is the mark distribution for reasoning. Almost 4 questions are asked in your reasoning, okay? And if you see the reasoning puzzles question, here 20 questions, 20 questions. So it means that 4 paragraphs were asked and each paragraph had 5 questions. Okay. Then when you look at critical and logical reasoning, this also has a good proportion of weightage. Coding, decoding, data sufficiency, then blood relation has so much questions, syllogism has so much question, input, output, and miscellaneous questions are nothing but single liner logical questions which could be definitely solved. So this is a strategy for the reasoning should be for both quant and reasoning. The strategy is very simple. All the important recurring topics which are repeating in exam in huge number of questions again and again, which always will come in exam, you have to always practice it in this last 20 to 25 days. If you are weak in that, then definitely you should try. If you are weak in that, then definitely you should try that you go for topic wise test and you should try to solve those topics which you are weak in. Make sure that you find out those weak areas and those weak topics which you want to improve. If your topic, for example, in coding, decoding, if you're really good at coding, decoding, then definitely that becomes your strength. But if you're weak in data sufficiency, then try to solve more and more data sufficiency questions through the topic wise test so that you improve in the data sufficiency also. It's not in our hand that which topic will come in it's not in our hand that which topic will come with what difficulty in exam. Through this mark distribution, you will understand puzzles definitely come in exam, multiple variable, floor, age, arrangement basis puzzles will come in exam, coding, decoding will come in exam, but you will not know that will the coding, decoding question be easy or difficult, will the puzzle question be easy or difficult. That is why you have to practice all the sections, give equal timing. This is how you tackle your quant and reasoning, 2 sections where you just have to clear the cutoff. Now comes GA. For GA, the strategy is very clear. I have written here 6 sections. It's your responsibility that you have to cover last 6 to 8 month current affairs from these all the 6 topics. PIB, government schemes, finance current affairs, RBI circulars and updates from RBI, reports and indices, RBI, any notification or update, and GA static. Very, very important. These you have to cover. Make sure that here you do not do high guesswork. You should be confident on your knowledge only. The overall mantra to score more in GA is nothing but revise more and more so that you don't forget anything. Factuality, theory, factuality, that is factual questions, numericals related questions, data oriented questions can come in GA section a lot. Even it may be related to government scheme or anything related to stats, data which comes in your finance and banking current affairs. Also, there are certain topic related questions, try to cover them especially in your GA. GA is very scoring, 80 questions are there, you can get 30 plus marks if you prepare properly. When you look at GA section strategy, so here are all the topics. If you see 80 questions from GA, I will tell you how it is broken down. From national news, which also includes government schemes, you will see that there are more than 15 questions from national and government schemes itself. The national news will include any government initiative, any portal, any website. Government schemes are nothing but pure government schemes of each of the ministry. State news again has 4 to 5 questions, and this in total, national, state news and government schemes totally gives you almost 20 to 25 marks together. So see how much huge chunk is there from your government schemes, national and state news only. Then important part is international news. Here also you will see that 8 to 12 marks are there, sometimes 7 marks are also there, 8 marks are also there. Reports and indices again gives you 4 marks or 5 marks even. Banking and your GDP related questions, banking related questions directly 15 or 18 in number, 15 or 18 in number. So if you try to look at GA specifically, government schemes, PIB, national and state news, international news and banking and economy news. If you do this much sections only, then also out of 80, you have 40 to 50 marks which are from these topics only. So let us see now where rest of the questions are coming from. Miscellaneous are the remaining 10 to 20 questions which come in the overall GA. These miscellaneous questions could be anything, sports related, books related, obituary related, etc. So this appointments, days, awards, sports, books, obituaries, these would be almost 10 to even 15. Economic survey budget, almost 2 to 4 questions you can expect, and GDP also 2 to 4 questions. Now, if you have problem in GA guys, then I will like to tell you one thing. We have launched various courses for the RBI Grade B Phase 1 examination. But most important of all courses when I am trying to show it to you, for RBI we have launched Phase 1 selection batch also. This Phase 1 batch is live and dedicatedly given to the students who have difficulty in Phase 1. This is for all those students who want to clear Phase 1 examination. QRE live, GA also live. Then comes Phase 1 and Phase 2, which is completely live crash course. This will complete your whole Phase 1 and Phase 2 syllabus before your Phase 1 examination. Before Phase 1 exam, we will complete our whole syllabus. Then even we have also launched a complete current affairs batch for RBI Grade B for Phase 1 also and Phase 2 also. This complete current affairs batch, why we have launched it? We launched it because many of the students are having difficulty in GA. GA is for 80 marks and it totally your Phase 1 selection depends on GA. So that is why this complete course can definitely help you. Other than that, we have also launched RBI Grade B Learn Pack, in which you can get resources, that is notes, test for all of the Phase 1 and Phase 2 exam. Okay, so go and check out all of these courses, as GA is very important section. Phase 1 course, Phase 1 selection batch and complete current affairs course is very, very important for all of you. Now, once the GA is done, as I discussed a lot in context of GA, in GA try to give multiple mocks also. And if you still don't have a proper source for multiple mocks, don't worry. We have started RBI Grade B weekly free live test. It's on Saturday and Sunday for Phase 1. On Friday, you can register yourself, log in on Oliveboard website and start giving free live test, get your All India rank, and also try to see which sections you are good at. Try to see your marks. See if you are prepared or not. Okay. Next, target score for English, very, very easy. Guys, English is one of the scoring subjects and I don't think any problem would be there in this particular section. It's only here that in English you should be a fast reader. Questions such as vocab, grammar, you can handle them well. Fill in the blanks, clothes test, RC and rearrangement of statements become very, very important. So make sure you do this all. There are certain do's and don'ts for your Phase 1 examination if you want to clear the cutoff. When GA is considered, concentrate more on your coverage, okay, but do not try to cover the GA by multiple sources. Have only one magazine. We have also launched a magazine course also. Go and check out on our website. All 6 to 8 months current affairs magazines, GA PIB government scheme, has been compiled into one document and provided to you. Go and check it out on the website. Important topics also for GA you have to cover. So topic based current affairs, TBCA. Quant, when we are looking at, lack of practice can actually cost you. Do not try to solve all the questions. Go selectively only after questions which you hope that you can solve them. Don't make mistakes in the very easy questions. In reasoning and quant, you should never go for ego solving also. ये question solve कर रहा हूँ फिर भी नहीं हो रहा है, फिर भी solve कर रहा हूँ, मत करना वो. And in English, your reading and comprehension skills should be fast. In this way, I think this was the overall cutoff analysis which we discussed. I am again here sharing the cutoff with you. You could see the cutoff is reducing year by year. This shows the difficulty has increased, and that is why a proper section to section strategy is required. Thank you very much and see you next time.